Hello, welcome back. This is your boy Sam Cube. We are going to have safety in numbers. It means that we are going to listen to this. It is actually bright early morning and we are just going to dig into it. So, right now we are in Dragonslayer 2, literally destroyed everything related to a dragon. So, beginning this quest is actually what we actually can, but we need to have done some Barbarian training. It doesn't text, it's not written that we need that, but it is written, but in a different place, you know, in the official place in RuneScape. So also has tasked me with learning how to create pirate ships. We are going over this place now. I hope that we can just begin it and then it will be the end of it, so I don't have to complete it, just to do it. So right now we're going to the Barbarian outpost. After that we are doing, if I just, can I just begin it and then kill Barbarian training. And we're going over to this place because it is literally in a, need to climb down in a cave, but it's not the Batman entrance, it's like Robin entrance. We need a rope for that. Actually a very beautiful place. And this is the place. So we just use this rope. Or what? Can I just dive in? Jump into the room, nothing. Be prepared to fight. Okay. So I don't have a rope. So attempt to enter an unknown potential hideousness. Dangerous place with no known exit. Yes, I want to. So this is actually the cave. Now how do I get down? Climb downstairs. Some green dragons. So actually this should just, for the sake of God, climb up these stairs and try not to die. Just teleport away. In my logic and the logic of the game, this should actually be enough. And I believe it is enough. Because I can literally press and do the Dragonslayer quest now. Because when you unlock the ancient caverns, you will literally can and begin this quest. But to do actually that, you have to do some stuff before reaching these pirate ships. You have to fish, do stuff, and there's some like 4 or 5 tasks before this to do this. This is literally 6 tasks. So you have to do some stuff before going to this. I have done this because I wanted to have a spear for a couple of months ago, so I needed to do some barbarian training to reach this. Now I don't have to complete it to begin Dragonslayer, I just have to have access to the cave, and that actually unlocks it. So I can literally begin the quest of Dragonslayer, which seems to my eyes that it's going to be a long quest, but it is not that long, so it's still it's fucked up. That's it. That's the word for it, literally. So because we are packed and looks like a dragon and are bold, magnificent, and we got bravery, got a staff and cape, that should actually do it. That should actually do it. And probability of dying 1,000 times is very high. And we just have to dance. Alright, that's it for the Dragonslayer. So now we are going to have this stuff. I'll just prepare something, and then the things we need to have with us is going to be that. For example, I've learned you don't have to take with you like full inventory plus full inventory again. You know, for the first task you can only take 1 fish. For the second task we can take 1 fish and 1 stamina. For the second you just don't care and take everything with you. I don't know, but you know, this is much easier. So I just have to prepare some stuff. I'll be right back. Alright, so this is actually what we are going to bring for the first phase. In case something in regards to the dragons or the boss fights, we'll have to do something very specific for each fight, but we'll just dig into it and see what's going to happen. Talk to Alec Kincaid outside the Myths Guild. Myths Guild. Over here. Feldy pills. Just teleport. The pills teleport. Do I have? Well. Right. This is actually what we're going to do. How in God's name am I to cross this? I don't have a axe. Where did I land in this world? Can I cross it over here? Climb rocks. Oh my god. I am so happy that I have so high agility. If I didn't have 70 agility, I would not even be able to move in this whole fucking place. For example, I need to have an axe. Well, I can just use agility to jump over. That's something. I just don't want to die, you know. When I fight a boss, I don't want to die and lose my stuff and then, you know, buy it back. I don't have so much money. Well, good evening, welcome to the myth, but it's okay, you know. Sometimes you don't have to buy it back. You can just buy it back from this guy over there and then, you know, pay a fee. But you know, how to gain access to the guild? How can I only the most worthy are allowed access into the myth guild? If you wish to enter, you will need to prove yourself. Well, how can I do that? At time, and for a long history, my dragons have roamed these lands, but despite how long they have been here, much of the history remains hidden. There are tales, of course, but tales are not enough for us. We want you to discover the truth. Where did the dragons come from? Why are they here? Who they serve? Answer this question for us. Help us fill our library of knowledge. In return, we grant you access. So do we fill up the challenge? Yes. Where should I begin? Head to the Karamja wines, spirits and beers, and Musa Point, where you will find the Dallas Jones. We have heard that he is the destruction of Grandeur. Seems like a good place to start. Good luck. Thank you so much. You are very appreciated. What is this? What is he wearing? He's literally wearing a staff and there's a book in it. That's fucking weird. Well, seems knowledgeable. So now we are going to the what's the point? Where's that? Over there. How in God's name am I going to go over there? Amulet of Glory, Karanja? Is this even a thing? So we go back to Grand Exchange. And over here we're going to have an Amulet of Glory. And in that is going to be Karanja. Literally. That is a miracle. Any place I need to jump off? No. There is something split so I can actually cross the road. Talk to Della Jones. Hello. Hi there, I'm you for real. Are you Della Jones? I am pleased to meet you. I'm assuming you are here because of my advert. Yes. Excellent, let me run you through the details. We are to head to Elvak Lair beneath Grandeur. Lair will begin a research project on Elvak and her attack on the island. I trust you know the tale of Elvak. Well, I was the one who killed her in the first place. You are the hero of Grandeur, amazing. I take it you know her story very well. Yes, I know it very. I won't waste your time with. Now the Elvak is dead. We have the opportunity to perform research on the island and investigate her attack. Meet me in the Elvak lair beneath Grandeur when you are ready to begin. Sounds good. See you there. So now we are going to Dallas in Elvak. Requirements: any pickaxe, combat gear, food, any potions. So we are literally running east. I mean, from east to west. That is something. Climbing up this huge rock. Now we are downside. We just did it. Just happened very fast. Running through everything with might and honor as the task in the stories and all the episodes and series and movies everyone has watched about dragons and Camelot. So climb over this place. This is actually where we did Dragonslayer 1, I think. Something like that. Talk to Della Jones. Hello again. Hello Dallas. Elvak attack on Grand is a bit of an anomaly where we had to work with. What made it an anomaly? Elvak is very unusual in that she is one of the few dragons who live alone. Most of her kind live in large groups. Not only that, she also displayed far greater aggression than most other dragons by directly attacking Grandeur. But aren't all dragons aggressive? Not like Elvak's was. Most dragons will only attack those who enter there. Look at this man's hair. What is going on? The territory. You know, he's speaking about dragons. Oh my god. Nice beard though. Elvak stayed straight well outside of her when she attacked the island. Let's see, where should we start? This is where Elva made her home. There must be something here to point us in that right direction. Have a look around and see what you can find. So I'll literally use this pickaxe. A massive hole comes into the passage. Well, let's do that. It seems very cozy and nosy. Goodness me, what is this place? It looks like some sort of a laboratory. Let's say it's true. Could this mean what? There are ancient tales that tell of the origin of the dragons. They say they were created by a powerful race of creatures known as the Dragonkin. Dragonkin, I've heard of them. Yes, you likely will have. We know have a fact that the Dragonkin existed. They terrorized the world for many years during the early 4th Age. The thing is, despite their similar names, no actual connection between the Dragonkin and the dragons have ever been proven. Well, maybe we'll be ones to prove it. We might just be. We should look around and see what we can uncover. Investigate the mural. A scorpion spawn level 100. That is weird. I will literally defeat you. You have no chance to escape my wrath. You know, I can hardly stand in front of this scorpion. Imagine a dragon. You will literally die 1,000 times before you actually complete this quest. So, kill the scorpion. Investigate the mural again. His brother will just jump up. The mural has images of dragon and fungi along with the word Lithgren. Looks sophisticated enough. Talk to Dallas. I found something. What did it say? I don't know. Looked like a different language. It had odd words on it like Lithgren. Lithgren. That name sounds familiar. Where have I seen it before? Of course, Fossil Island. I was there recently as part of a research team investigating the differences between wyverns and dragons. There is an old settlement on the island with similar architecture to this place. It contains a lot of books, many written in a strange language. One of the books mentioned a place called Lithgren. Fossil Island is also coated in various types of fungi. It must be connected. In that case, we should probably go to the Fossil Island. I agree. Head to the old settlement on the north side of the island. I'll meet you there once I finished up here. So we are actually going for the part 2 of Dragonslayer. We need 24 free inventory slots. That's crazy. But I need a teleportation method. So I can have this, and I need my prayer. Oh, do I? No. Alright, so this is actually the introduction to Dragonslayer part 1, and you get into the second part after. And due to time saving and that. So of course part 2 will be a little bit longer, but just to have a great, you know, figuring everything out will be very good, I feel. So yes, this is it for the part 1 and section 1 actually of Dragonslayer 2. This is very exciting. So we will continue after starting off for the next part. Remember to like, subscribe and comment, and see you there. Bye.